Hi guys, Shelly here with the Gray Wren Nest. Sorry I can't look at you in the camera because I'm driving. Got a little bit late start. I wanted to be out by 6, but here I am. It's like 6:20. Always late. But really, in reality, I'm early. Guess where I'm going today? It's Flower Day! Flower Day at Amherst Greenhouse in Harrod, Ohio. Can't wait to get there. I'm meeting my daughter, Caitlin, and some friends that are coming this year. In the meanwhile, I'm going to be driving, and I'll meet you back at the greenhouse in about an hour. Bye. We are here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Here, this is what I see as I pull into the driveway. But let me show you a better picture. This is from their website, and this is what it looks like all summer long once the weather is nice enough for all these beautiful plants to grow. Stunning. And I made sure I added in all of the website information for inquiring minds who want to know. As soon as I got there, I noticed the parking lot was filling up quickly. And you see this line here? Yep, that's the line that was there before I even started. So I got my carts, got in line, and then I stepped out to take this picture. I'm not the first one, but I'm definitely not the last one to go in either. As long as you have a cart and you're in line, you get to walk through the doors. Hi guys.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Carrie Kessler. Hey, Alan.
Hi, and how'd you hear about this?
From you, of course. I work with you through the school, and she's been telling me about it, and I'm a avid flower person, so I'm here to check it out. I can't believe it because I pulled in, I was like, oh my God, it's an hour and a half before opening time.
Yeah.
And this is nuts.
It's nuts. Look, here, I'll show the line. This is why she says it's nuts. And my daughter's not even here yet. But I have carts for her. I have 4 right there. And this lady's just as nuts along with me.
I'm nuts, and I love it.
Yeah.
This is my day a year.
That's why I'm hoping to just do it.
This is their first
And they're
day.
only open for about 6 to 7
And here's some
weeks.
people behind
then
us,
they're
and
done.
pretty soon that line will
And then
be
they open in the fall for about 6
unbelievable.
weeks, and they're done. So, I've been here. I came a couple now.
There's another serious shopper. Look at that. The van.
I think it's
Look at that.
a
Awesome.
group that decided to.
We're 1 hour before opening. For those of you that are a little more along my age or just slightly younger, you remember those Black Friday sale lines that we used to wait in to go shopping? Well, this is the same experience. Isn't this something? It's wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. Look at this. And people don't just have one cart. They have 2, 3, 4 carts. What's your strategy when you go in?
Go to the ferns first because those sell out the fastest. And then go down to the things you know you can only get here. And there's a lot of things you can only get here. If you get over in the perennials and the trees, they have beautiful stuff.
Gorgeous stuff.
Gorgeous stuff.
Yep.
But-
And reasonably
it's very,
priced too.
Extremely reasonable. And you can really, I mean, compared to what you see like in Lowe's and Home Depot and everything else, I mean, their plants are nice, but the variety here.
Yep. Yep.
And color-wise, I mean, any color you want. Geraniums.
Hi guys, I'm here with Caitlin, my daughter. Do you remember her from last year? Yeah. We're serious flower shoppers, and we're going to be in that store here in a little while. Can't wait to show you inside.
Serious flower shopper that needs food.
Why are you also from Bendale?
Okay, half hour before opening, we were standing up, way up there. This line is coming down and around, wrapping up around the house where that pond was that I showed you when I first came in. But look at the line of cars coming in.
go to church on Sunday and then like
There's not a break in the car line. Isn't that amazing? They just keep coming.
well, all of the ones that been there we've been to. I think there was 11 of them.
Here I'm walking up with the line. There's my daughter. At the line, look at that. And it's starting to wrap around the other side as well. Half hour before opening. So this year I have my camera ready. Remember last year you were sideways going into the store because I didn't have my camera ready and the crowd started moving. So we'll be moving here in a little bit. Keep you posted. Well, so much for being prepared to walk into the store because my darn camera was facing me and not the door. Last year you were sideways and this time you have me instead. I just can't win. Maybe next year. Look at all these beautiful flowers. I think the ferns are down here. Are the ferns down here? That's what I thought. So this is one of the main reasons I get there so early. These ferns. Take a look at these. They are giant and healthy. And yes, love them. I have 8. My daughter has 8. And my friend, I think she got maybe, oh gosh, off the top of my head, 4 of them? I don't remember, honestly. I was so worried about getting my cart filled, but she took a picture of me getting my cart filled, and I think this is my favorite picture out of the whole entire day. What do you think? So I've made my first shopping spree inside. 8 ferns, back to my car to put them in my car, and everybody with a cart got in, and here's the line of people without carts. Wrapping around the building still. Next, we made our way to the Supertunia aisle. Look at this vast sea of proven winner Supertunias. Oh my gosh. Any color you want. So this is my color scheme this year. Gonna stick with all Supertunia Vista Paradise. Love that color. And look at these. It's not a proven winners, but oh my gosh, this verbena is gorgeous. So I'm going to give it a try.
Are you in checkout line?
And here we are in line. Yes, my second trip, and 10 flats later. Yes, I said 10. But at $3.60 a plant, you can't beat it. While I'm standing in line, I thought I would give a slow pan. There's stuff up here. Six football fields full of plants. Pretty amazing. It's 11:34. I'm on round 3, and look at all these people still standing in line, waiting on carts to get in. Look at the prices of these window boxes. Unbelievable, with liners. They're huge. They're beautiful. This year, they added self-watering pots to the lineup. I thought that was interesting because I remember asking about them last year and they said, oh no. But here they are. And they had, this one was a small, considering I thought it was pretty big myself, but it was a small. And then they had another size, medium, and then they had a real tall one for a large. And this small one was only $39. So I took it apart and studied it well. And I almost bought a set because my son-in-law accidentally cracked one of my pots getting out one of my large ferns last year. So I have to buy some matching pots anyway, but I chose not to because it's still not, a ceramic pot, a solid pot, heavy enough. And we get these drastic winds, and I was worried it would tip over. Plus, the reservoir was still pretty shallow, in my opinion, even though it was nice and tall. So, if you're going to have a self-watering pot, make sure your reservoir is very deep. Otherwise, you're wasting your time because you're going to end up watering it every other day anyway. These are Proven Winners 8-inch pots. Super Tunias, $5.20. Look at the variety. You can't beat that. Clear up there. Look at that. Okay, now you need to prepare yourself. I'm panning over a sea of collias. Oh my gosh. Look at the beautiful colors. Oh, be still my heart. Isn't this just lovely? One last view before my camera dies. Just stunning. And look at this. $8. And then each of these were only $3 a piece, or a little over $3, I think. Isn't that Look at the checkout. Look at all these carts full of flowers.
Yeah, I saw.
So I didn't have a chance to take a video of the car because my battery ran out. And no phone service for a while, but look at this. That looks more like than I really have. I've already separated them. They're sitting on frost cloth because my back porch has slats in it, and the chill will come up, so I try to prevent that. But I separate them in their pots, so really 2 of these is really 1 flat. So I got 10 flats. And this year I went with one of my favorites, Paradise. Love, love, love this one. And I'm going to try this. It's not a Proven Winners. I know, gasp. I'm a Proven Winners fan, but I love this, and I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. I thought what I would do is plant it with 1 Super Tunia Vista Silverberry. So I'll have a silverberry in the center and these around it, and we'll see. I bet you the silverberry gobbles them up, but I'm going to give it a try. So there they are. They're all the same. I'm going to have a sea of hot pink this year. Tropical pink. Looking forward to it. It's going to be in the 40s at night, 40s and 50s, except for next week. Next week we're going to dip I'm going to get rather cold in the low 30s, which is a little scary. But I have a lot of frost cloth under my table here that I'm just going to pull out and cover them at night, and then just uncover them during the day. Let them get some air, let them get some sun. They'll get afternoon sun. Well, Mother Nature played a trick on us, and over the evening last night, the wind started picking up and the temperature started dropping, and I looked at the weather forecast again, and by 8 o'clock this evening, this next day that I'm talking about this, our temperatures are dropping down to a freeze warning. Yes, I said that right, a freeze warning. So every hour the temperature kept dropping. Now, supertunias, they are tough little plants. They can survive cold weather. In fact, they can go clear down to a frost and a freeze. I wouldn't recommend trying a frost because you spend so much money on them. But they definitely say they can survive clear up to a freeze. So I remember putting my supertunias out along the garden socks and just laying them there next to the garden socks for the longest time, not worrying about them last year, just waiting for the weather for me to plant because I hadn't had time to plant them. And then, of course, if you remember correctly, I broke my arm because, I still had plants back in the garage that couldn't take the cold weather, such as my beautiful ferns. Well, my ferns are still in the garage, but this year I have them sitting on top of pots in the garage rather than on my staircase and hanging from the stairs and sitting on the steps, because that's how I broke my arm. Falling off those steps. Yikes. And yes, I think about it every time I go in that garage to water those ferns. So I'm extra careful. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. But I can't wait for another season to start. Here we go. I hope you like and subscribe and follow along this year if you haven't started yet. We'll see you soon.